Cities Skylines 2 IR Excite. We're going to take a look at it running on the Z1 Extreme ROG Ally, and it appears that it does indeed have the controller support that it promised. Huzzah! However, it is not looking optimistic when we're running at 9 FPS on the main menu. So let's take a look at what it's put our settings at by itself. Oh, it's put it on high, that's probably why. We will start off. Blimey, that's a lot of selections, more than I certainly can display. 720. Okay, I guess it's got to be 60 Hz. Fair enough. Yep, press the button. Do the thing. Thank you. Weirdly, I remember Cities Skylines 1 didn't actually run all that well. But you don't need more than 30 FPS on these kind of games, really. So let's just set everything to low on the global graphics. Does that change everything else? Yeah, so this is kind of like a preset. So we'll pop it on low. And we will try it. Are there some scenarios we can play? Tell me there's some scenarios. Aha! Unlock all. Yes, please. Left-hand traffic, because we're in Blighty. Now, you're going to have to take the results of this stuff with a pinch of salt. People play Cities Skylines in different ways. Some people like to just build. Some people like to have small little towns. But some people like to have huge metropolises. Now, I'm not really going to be able to show you a huge metropolis all that easy, but I will try and pop some stuff together. I mean, it's not encouraging, though, that without any buildings, we're looking at 19 to 20 FPS at 720p on the low preset. That's a bad start. Blech. God, those trees look like vomit. Alright, I guess we're going lower. Very low, please. Wowza. I don't know about you, but I'm not playing at sub 30. Let's crank this up to turbo. I don't reckon we'll be hitting 1080p. I'll put it on 25 watts. My 25 watt profile does disable the boost clock, so you might get a little better. Ooh, that was a bit of a stutter there. Ooh. Doop, 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 doop. Controller scheme seems nice, at least. Give me big building. You. Smoke out the population. Full nuclear, straight off the bat. Can't fit it anywhere. Who cares? Be there. Right, we've got buildings going up. I got to say, this is a bit dog turdy. There is nothing going on in this city, and we're running at like 28 to 30 frames per second. And we're on the lowest of the low settings. If we zoom in close enough, you can just about see Sid Meier's initial concepts for Sim City and how that looked. This is garbage. At least put your buildings up. Could use a good laugh after trying this. I was actually really excited to play this on the Ally. Guess I'll have to play it on my laptop instead. Which, to be fair, don't really mind. It's got a 40 series card in it. It's just a little impractical lugging that thing around. Look at those textures. Very low detail, thank you. For the sake of argument, I'll pop it up to the next preset and just see if it stays around that 28 to 30. I suppose technically you could play it like that if you were, well, I guess desperate. That motion blur is absurd. What the hell is going on with those trees? Right, well, I'm going to guess there's probably some tweaks that we could do to get slightly better results if you want to go into the menus and properly mess around with it. But we try to do things out of the box here. And out of the box, this does not work. This is not really playable. On that very low setting, it looks like something my cat threw up. On the low setting, it still looks like something that my cat threw up, but instead it's got motion blur around it for some reason. And the trees almost look like they're twitching, like they're having some sort of seizure. And to add salt to the wound, we've also got bugger all for FPS. So I'm afraid this is one of the first games that I have to say, no, you probably shouldn't play it on this, you should play it on something else. But I don't think we'll be the only ones struggling here. Looking at the early Steam reviews, we're seeing people with 40 series cards and things, and it's absolutely crushing their systems because they've released it in a typical 2023 unoptimized state. So let's see what happens with some patches. Maybe we'll revisit this one and see if they can get it working right. Anyway, that's enough out of me. I'm going to go and be disappointed for the rest of the evening, or I guess play Metal Gear Solid. Probably play Metal Gear Solid. If you did like this, make sure to leave a like, maybe subscribe. We've got a full playlist of these ROG Ally videos, including the Metal Gear Solid collection, which has dropped today. Make sure to take a look and let us know in the comments on what you'd like to see next. Until the next one, I'll be seeing you.